But when we're talking about video, those credits will go super fast. Do not go from idea to video, okay? So the first thing we need to do when we're talking about video and we're talking about Seedance 2.5 is figure out the story. Figure out the story first. And this is why I will say connect it to your Claude, to your ChatGPT, and have the conversation of what idea you have and how you can turn it into a storyboard. This is going to help so many people. Do not go, all right, I want to create a video about a guy, and I want to create a cinematic video, dramatic, explosives. Now make it, okay? Especially if you go straight into some of these AI models, the video side, whether it's Flow, whether it's Higgsfield, you can't just say that. It will give you some crap. I would say always have the conversation inside of ChatGPT work or Claude co-work, okay? Identify your storyline in a conversation. For number one, create the story first, all right? So I'll give you an example. And this literally just happened, okay? So I had an idea. If y'all remember, I did a video about Manny going to a rehab session place to pick up his mom. His mom was gone, okay? So, but I didn't have the extra characters. What I did was I gave the character picture of Manny, and I kind of just did a data dump, okay? Literally just saying I want to create a story and a storyboard image for an idea that I have. And I just rambled. The great thing about doing this in a chatbot first is that you do not have to be perfect. You just have to say the idea and it's going to start creating images. Now, I will suggest you do this inside of ChatGPT first or Gemini, whatever is going to allow you to do images for free. Because if you start using Higgsfield to do the images inside of these chatbots, it's going to cost you credits each time. So you might as well take advantage of those chatbots that allow you to do images first. I'll show you better than I can tell you. So my data dump turned into this, okay? So the idea was Manny kicking down the door, the street pharmacist, we'll say. The street pharmacist is right there. Like, yo, Manny's not what you think. Where is she? And it cuts into a room that looks horrible, right? Some pills on the desk. You see the mom just looking sad and depressed. And then Manny shows up, right? That's the story that I have in my head. If you don't have a story, always have the conversation with the chatbot saying, yo, I have this idea. I need something that is going to catch attention. I need something that will give it some context of what's happening and then kind of like a cliffhanger at the end. So you could go with that basic storyline. Grab their attention, some context to it, and then a cliffhanger, okay? So that's exactly what I did here. Now, it also, what I suggest is make the character sheets. So you could continue to reuse these characters over and over again. So I know I'm going to use the mom again. So I made the mom. I got the street pharmacist guy, right? Cool. And I got a character sheet. And the character sheet is just showing front, side, and then up close. Okay? Cool. Which goes into the second tip of trying to save your credits. Create images first. Create the images first. Create the character sheets. Create the storyboard. So this is very important of 1, create the storyline. 2, create the images. Do not go straight to video. Okay? Do not go straight to video. 3, and we're doing it, right? Use a chatbot connection to make the videos. Or if you want to, hey, give me a prompt. If you don't want to have it at least make the prompts. The easiest thing that I would say is create a skill that has different prompt examples so it understands the structure of how it's supposed to prompt for these different models. So you can literally go on x.com, threads. They're giving out prompts like crazy. You could go inside of Lion's behavior. So wherever you feel like getting a collection of prompts, put it inside of ChatGPT or Claude and say, please study these prompts. Figure out the structure and create a skill so that anytime that I call for a video prompt, it creates it. Okay. So that's one of those things, those tips that is definitely going to help save you credits, is having a skill that is already creating the prompts. You do not need to come up with prompts yourself. Never do that. Always reverse engineer.
Where is she? Hold up, Manny. This isn't what you think it is. Where is she? Where is she?
Boom. So figure out the story. Create the images. Have the conversation of the idea inside of a chatbot so you can go back and forth. Specifically, a chatbot that has images like Gemini or ChatGPT, so you could visually see what is happening. Once you have the right storyboard, create it, let's say in a lower model, whether it is 2.0, whether it's Seedance 2.0 mini, then go up to the next one. But everything that you need is off of understanding the story first. Okay?